More than 4 billion people now live in cities, half of humanity. By 2050, that will rise to 7 billion. Urban land is finite, yet demand for housing, offices, and infrastructure grows relentlessly. Cities in the sky are also vulnerable to storms, earthquakes, pollution, and heat. As climate change accelerates, our tall glass towers become more fragile than we'd like to admit. For decades, the answer was to go up. Taller towers, denser blocks, higher skylines. But what if the solution was the exact opposite? Many historic cities like Paris, Rome, and Mexico City banned tall skyscrapers to protect their heritage. In the 17th century, way back in 1667, Paris passed a royal order limiting building heights to around 15.6 meters for wooden structures, because to prevent fire spread and keep the narrow streets from being choked by towering walls of buildings. Fast forward to the modern era. After the controversial Tour Montparnasse was built in the early 1970s, Paris slapped in place a 37-meter height limit in its historic center, one that remains largely in effect today. Even when they relaxed it, taller buildings got pushed to the periphery, like in La Défense. Across Europe, this isn't unique to Paris. Munich fears its Frauenkirche, a centuries-old cathedral with twin onion domes, being overshadowed. So, the city capped new buildings at 100 meters, and they restrict new construction to a mere 12 floors. Height restrictions are not just about nostalgia. Safety, aesthetics, and urban design also play huge roles. Blocking sunlight, creating wind tunnels, or raising fire safety concerns. These all matter. Plus, building skyscrapers is expensive, so only rich can buy and middle and lower classes get pushed out. Mexico City has started researching the earth-scraper concept since 2009. So Mexican government passed the law of tall buildings banned in center. The earth-scraper is an inverted pyramid rising 65 stories deep, approximately 300 meters. It spans around 775,000 square meters beneath the world's largest city square. Despite going underground, the earth-scraper respects history. Its glass-roofed atrium is a transparent floor over the Zócalo, meaning the central square can still host crowds, festivals, and parades, while sunlight and air filter down into the building. Inside this inverted pyramid, layers take purpose. The first 10 floors house a museum for pre-Columbian artifacts, a tribute to the buried history. The next 10 floors are for retail and housing, and the bottom 35 floors are offices, creating an underground vertical city. This earth-scraper will have an advantage over the currently built skyscrapers because underground temperatures are naturally stable. This means reduced heating and cooling costs. The Earth itself provides structural stability against earthquakes, and the surface space above remains open for parks, plazas, and green spaces. Skeptics might say, an underground city? It'll never work. But the truth is, it already has, just in different forms. Across the world, humanity has quietly been mastering the art of living beneath the surface. In the heart of Turkey's Cappadocia region lies Derinkuyu, a sprawling underground metropolis carved over 1,500 years ago. Extending down to approximately 85 meters, around 280 feet, it could shelter as many as 20,000 people. It had ventilation shafts, stables, kitchens, even wineries. It was a complete self-sustaining shelter, proof that an entire community can thrive out of sight of the sun. In Helsinki, the ground beneath the city hides an entire second layer of life. From data centers to sports arenas and even an underground swimming pool. Finland's capital uses subterranean design to conserve heat in its frigid climate and protect key infrastructure from harsh weather. In Montreal, RESO, the underground city, stretches over 32 kilometers of tunnels covering roughly 12 square kilometers. The climate-controlled network connecting buildings, shops, and metro stations. On a winter day when it's minus 20 degrees Celsius outside, residents can still walk to work in comfort without ever putting on a heavy coat. Tokyo has taken underground engineering to a next level with its GCANS project. A colossal flood control system buried 50 meters down. While not designed for housing, its sheer scale proves that human-made spaces beneath our feet can be better, strong, and safe. From ancient stone tunnels to modern engineering marvels, the message is clear. Underground living isn't just possible, it's proven. The Earth scraper would simply be the next level evolution, blending ancient wisdom with cutting-edge technology. And this time, it wouldn't just protect people. It would redefine how cities grow. Every great invention in human history has faced one thing first: doubt. Ideas that seem strange, even impossible, have a habit of becoming ordinary. The Earth scraper is no different. In 1876, when Alexander Graham Bell demonstrated the telephone, skeptics scoffed. One critic declared, "No one will ever want to speak to someone far away." And yet, the world now carries 7 billion of mobile phones, most of them powerful computers in our pockets. In the 1970s, industry leaders believed computers had no place in homes. IBM's chairman famously predicted, "There is no reason anyone would want a computer in their home." Today, most of us have more processing power in our smartwatch than NASA had for the entire Apollo program and landing in the moon. When the first digital camera was invented in 1975, Kodak dismissed it as a novelty, insisting film was superior. 2 decades later, digital photography had reshaped everything from family albums to global media, but erased film from daily life. Singapore, one of the densest nations on Earth, solved its space problem by building upward and downward at the same time, layering roads, parks, housing, and transit to fit within its small island borders. Yes, there are challenges: air quality, natural light, human psychology. But with smart ventilation, full-spectrum lighting, green architecture, and human-centered design, we can make underground living not just possible, but remarkable. Here on Modulus Now, we explore the inventions, technologies, visions, and ideas that could reshape the way humanity lives. Above the ground, below the surface, and far beyond. The Earth scraper is more than a vision. It's a reminder that tomorrow's cities will be defined not by their limits, but by our imagination. Stay with us, because the next video might just change how you see the world. So stay curious, stay inspired,